That is right. I am back. New series coming at you. And this time around, we are going to be starting the Star Wars Episode 1 through 9 series. That is right. It's going to be a lot of movies. You guys need to hold on to your seat because this is going to take a while for me to finish. It is 1 through 9, right? Yeah, there's 6 and 7, 8, 9. Yep. So, yeah, there is 9. Now that Disney did the last 3 of the Skywalker franchise, I think is what they want to call it. I know a lot more fanboys in the comments will probably tell me the specific terms to call the franchise. But, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this series because between you guys and me, before the Dark Knight trilogy came out from Christopher Nolan, the Star Wars series was my favorite films of all time, honestly, but I was really young when I was really into Star Wars. I mean, I still am, but not probably as crazy about it as I am now as an adult, but I still love it to death. I mean, it's one of my favorite franchises there is, honestly. I love me some Star Wars. We are going to be starting off the series, and right off the bat, I know there is a lot of debate on how we should watch these movies. Some people say stick with originals first. If you want to, you can go back to the prequels and then watch the Star Wars, the new trilogy from Disney. But honestly, for people who haven't seen the movie, and I know a lot of people don't understand the timeline of the series, especially now that they added 3 more movies into this saga of films. So I think just to make it easier on people, especially ones that have not seen the Star Wars franchise like ever, and maybe are going to watch these clips alongside me and you guys, I think I'm just going to start up with Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I know I might get hate from that, but I think it's just the easier route to take, and I hope you guys are okay with that. But yeah, we are going to be watching all the movies in their entirety, well, in clip form for you guys. But we are going to be watching 1 through 9. So just strap on your seatbelt, grab some popcorn, and just enjoy the ride with me. I know there are also a lot of side stories that Disney has put out lately. And so if you guys enjoy this series, maybe leave in the comment after the series is over if you guys would like me to venture off and watch the other Disney Star Wars movies that they have put out, like Solo, Rogue One. Yeah, so just let me know in the comments, guys. But yeah, as of now, we are going to be watching Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And I haven't seen this movie in its entirety for a long, long, long time. I know I say that a lot, but I just want to reassure you guys are going to get a good reaction and commentary out of me. So I just want to put it out there always before I start a reaction video. But yeah, Star Wars Episode 1. It is debated as being a good Star Wars movie and a bad Star Wars movie. I know a lot of people probably lean to the side of it being a bad Star Wars movie. And I know there is debate of it being boring, but to watch this whole series, we have to get through Episode 1, right? But that is what we're going to be doing today. And as always, you know what I'm about to do. I am going to commentate on this movie after the film, give a little short review, and see if the movie holds up in its entirety. But yeah, guys, I'm really looking forward to this, and I am talking for a long, long time. I'm dragging on as always. So strap on your seatbelts, grab some popcorn, grab a cold drink, and this is gonna take a while. But yeah, to start it off, Episode 1. Let's go. I always remember as a kid that Lucasfilm logo just brings back fond memories of going to the movie theaters watching a Star Wars movie a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Ooh. Episode 1. The Phantom Menace. Like I said, say what you will about this movie, it was still, I feel like, a blast when this came out, just to know that there was going to be a new series of prequels for the Star Wars franchise. And the slow slide of reading what has happened so far in this movie, or what's about to happen, you just love that. There's just a certain feel about Star Wars movies that gets certain people all jittery and excited. Star Wars is just amazing in itself. When you hear that name, Star Wars, yeah, it just reminds you of your childhood. A little bit.
Tell them we wish to board at once.
We all know who that is. His voice is so distinct. Here we go. Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan.
It's not about the mission, Master. It's something elsewhere. Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Young Padawan. Obi-Wan. That's just so funny. So cool to see how Obi-Wan got his training.
What did you say?
The ambassadors are Jedi Knights.
Send it, Lloyd. sense an unusual amount of fear for something as trivial as this trade dispute.
Well, your senses prove you right, Qui-Gon.
And the Jedi? The Chancellor should never have brought them into this. Kill them immediately.
Uh-oh. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are gonna be in for a rude awakening.
Oh, crap. Blast him.
George are just so dumb. The action is so on point, though. Whether you like this film or not,
especially with the lightsabers, everybody loves seeing a lightsaber in action.
This is impossible.
Uh-oh, here they come. I hated these guys. They were so cool, though. They have a shield, and they roll like that.
You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
Only Obi-Wan would find some humor in a situation such as that.
Senator Palpatine. What's happening?
A communications disruption can mean only one thing. Invasion.
We must continue to rely on negotiation.
Our security volunteers have been...
Okay, so something I just found out recently that I had no clue about. One of Queen Amidala's helper girls is Keira Knightley. I found that so fascinating. That's so cool. Like, a big actress like that is playing like such a small role in a huge franchise. Well, she's probably only in this movie, but yeah, Keira Knightley played one of Queen Amidala's helpers.
Oh, yeah, this is when we meet him. The most annoying character in the Star Wars series.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks.
What's this? A local...
What's this?
Get out of here before more droids show up.
Oh no.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Okay, I know a lot of people hate Jar Jar Binks, but as a kid, I found him hilarious, and probably because I was a kid. But as I grew up too, I still don't find him that annoying. I kind of like him.
My friend might have been banished.
Even though he is annoying, I can acknowledge that he is annoying.
Lisa going underwater, okay? I might warn you. Gungans no liking outsiders.
What the hell? I'm surprised in 2021 we don't have such things as what they use to breathe underwater. I feel like we would have figured out how to do that by now. It's almost like the hidden city of Atlantis. I think what attracted to me too a lot to this movie as a kid is just the visuals. It's so like visually pleasing.
So good being home.
He was banished. They don't want you back.
You start going to the buses. You start big doo-doo this
You saw in big doo-doo this time. Only if we were like Jar Jar, the whole world would probably be blown to smithereens by now.
The droid army is about to attack the Naboo. We must warn them. And speed is on our way. We could use a transport.
He's trying to use Jedi mind trick.
Thank you for your help. We leave in peace. We need a navigator to get us through the planets.
He's gonna help Jar Jar.
This gun may be of help.
Be gone with him! He can't! What am I saying?
What's that music? Who played Jar Jar? It must have been fun to play Jar Jar, honestly.
That's because you were clumsy.
What did he do?
You're somebody be saying that.
I forgot what he did. Uh-oh. I remember I had this toy as a kid. I forgot if it was McDonald's or Burger King or something like that. But I had that big fish and then this speeder boat, whatever it's called. And like, I think it was like you pull it and his tongue was attached to it. Like that, exactly like that. I had that toy and I think it was like supposed to be for water too. So I played with it like, you know, when I was a kid in the bathtub.
There's always a bigger fish.
There's always a bigger fish.
Power's back.
Uh-oh. God, the creatures in Star Wars are just so frightening. Imagine if they were, like, real.
In time, the suffering of your people will persuade you to see our point of view.
We'll persuade you to see our point of view.
Sir.
Process them.
Captain, take them to Camp 4. Roger.
Roger. God, honestly, how do you get captured by those things? They're so dumb. I mean, like, I'm just talking hypothetically, but seriously, they suck at their job.
Your Highness, under the circumstances, I suggest you come to Coruscant with us.
Thank you, Ambassador. But my place is with my people.
You can see Natalie Portman on the right. You gotta love the music too. In all the Star Wars movies, the music is just fantastic. It really brings you into the movie. Oh crap.
Yep, you're gonna have to land somewhere. R2, even back then, he was a little deviant. But one stands high among the rest. Come on, R2. Little droid did it.
We'll have to land somewhere to refuel and repair the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Tatooine. She has disappeared, my lord.
She has disappeared.
Cruiser got past the blockade.
Is it racist? I can't even tell anymore, man. But is it? Are these? This is funny. Oh. New villain. Out of all the villains in the Star Wars movie franchise, I think Darth Maul is my favorite. Even though he has little or no lines in this movie. I think he only has like 3 lines throughout this whole movie. But it's just so cool. And the double lightsaber, just... Oh, I'm already spoiling for you guys. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it, but... Darth Maul is a badass. And I know his backstory is explained more in the cartoon shows of Star Wars, which I have not yet watched. But hey, if you guys want me to, I might react to them.
I sense a disturbance in the Force. I feel it also, Master. Don't let them send any transmissions.
They're very one with the Force. Qui-Gon and Obi, huh? They're very Force sensitive.
Wait! Her Highness commands you to take her handmaiden with you. This is not a good idea. Stay close to me.
No, it isn't. But hey, what the Queen wants, she gets. Did that guy know too? I feel like did he know that's the real? Oh god, I'm spoiling it for you guys. I'm sorry. It's hard for me not to spoil this movie, but I'm sorry. Just to spoil it. Did that guy know that that is the real Queen and he's letting her out into this world that they have no clue about? Or did they have a conversation about it beforehand? I don't know. That's just a question that crossed my mind.
Don't touch anything.
And look, exactly what does he do?
Are you an angel? What?
Are you an angel?
I heard the deep space pilots talk about that. I'm a pilot, you know, and someday I'm gonna fly away from this place.
This guy, after he was told not to do that.
Credits will do fine.
No, they won't.
What do you think you're some kind of Jedi waving your hand around? Titanium. Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money.
So I guess he's too smart for the mind tricks.
I'm glad to have met you, Anakin.
I was glad to meet you too.
Yeah, well, you guys are gonna see a lot of each other more.
Mom, I'm home.
Your son was kind enough to offer a shelter.
Hello, I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relations. Up to D2. A pleasure to meet you. I am C-3PO Human Cyborg Relation. I beg your pardon, but what do you mean, naked?
They're already cracking jokes at each other.
The death toll is catastrophic.
What if it is true, and the people are dying? Either way, we're running out of time. At last, we will reveal ourselves to the Jedi. At last, we will have revenge.
And that's probably the only line we get to hear him talk throughout the movie.
We must survive on our own.
Scared me.
He's so impolite.
You're a Jedi Knight, aren't you?
Oh,
I had a dream I was a Jedi.
I came back here and freed all the slaves.
We're on our way to Coruscant, the central system in the Republic, on a very important mission.
I built a racer. It's the fastest ever. There's a big race tomorrow on Boonta Eve. You could enter my pod.
Anakin.
how convenient.
What won't let you?
The boy tells me you want to sponsor him in the race. How can you do this?
If we win, you keep all the winnings minus the cost of the parts I need, and if we lose, you keep my ship. Either way, you win.
Good negotiator.
Deal.
There's something about this boy.
You can sense it.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Who was his father?
There was no father.
Man.
I gave birth. I raised him.
That's crazy. I mean, like, yeah, that's obviously symbolic to Jesus, but it's just so, I don't know. I feel like everything can get compared to the Bible now, or Jesus in movies, like certain images or just like scenarios, such as him being born with no father. Yeah, I don't know. Like, everything gets compared to Jesus or the Bible now, or God in certain movies.
Stay still, Nanny. Let me clean this cut.
There's so many. Do they all have a system of planets?
So this kid, what's this kid's actor's name again? Because he was in Jingle All the Way, and was he in other stuff too? I think he was in other stuff as a child actor. Because, like, I know after this movie, I don't think he did anything after this movie, because I think he got bullied in school a lot, what I remember reading a long time ago. And so it kind of made him quit acting, because, like, kids were, like, really mean to him about his role in this film. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember reading.
Over 20,000. Master Yoda doesn't have an correct count that high. What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
This Boy is special. Anakin is special. What type of special? We have yet to find that out for people who have not ever seen the Star Wars movie, but I feel a lot of you have. But yeah, his midichlorian blood sample, it's like even higher than Yoda. That's saying something. Yoda's supposed to be the smartest, right?
I'll take that bet. I'll wager my new racing boat against, say, the boy then.
We'll let the fate decide. I just happen to have a chance cube.
A chance cube. Looks like a cube just colored with like a red and blue marker. Qui-Gon honestly made out Anakin's future. Honestly, if he didn't do that force trick on the cube, things wouldn't have panned out the way it did in the series.
I'm sure you'll learn this time. Do what? Finish the race, of course.
Shh, he hasn't even finished the race.
Well, not exactly.
It seems like a lot of people out there living seem to be on the same boat that Anakin and his mother are on. If I'm wrong, you can let me know, but it seems like there are a lot of them are probably slaves, aren't they? This is probably the only sort of entertainment they have, or could afford. Wow, what a cheater. Dude, he wins all the time, but he still has to cheat?
Remember, concentrate on the moment. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. That's also kind of similar to how you would say, may God be with you or something. I feel like George Lucas got a lot of ideas from, I wouldn't say the Bible per se, but I would say like, I don't know, God and Jesus in particular. I could be wrong, but it seems that just a lot of the stuff he uses in his movies are similar to what you would read in the Bible or Christian or Catholic culture. Damn, he looks angry. Jabba. Come on, Skywalker. Oh, there's God, what's his name again? I just know him as the character Willow mainly, but I know he's been in a lot of Star Wars stuff. I forgot his name. There you go. Honestly, that is scary. Look at that. That's like 10 times scarier than like NASCAR. It's kind of sort of similar. Reminds me of Death Race. Oh, then you got the sand people. Dude, who's the guy still stalled? Oh, here he is. Poor guy. Oh my gosh. The anticipation of just like being in this race and like your pod won't even start. It would probably be more like Death Race if they had actually weaponry on the pods. I mean, that would be a lot more scarier for Anakin's sake, him being such a young kid. But it would pose to be pretty cool if you had like machine guns or like blasters on them. You shoot your opponents. It'd be kind of like Mario Kart. Dude, if that was me, I'd be throwing up by now. I can't even go on a roller coaster for that long if it does too many loop-de-loops and stuff. Damn, Annie is pretty good. That pod looks pretty fast. I wonder what he put into it. Oh, shoot. Is that where Anakin got his hatred for sand people? Dude, look at Sebulba's pod compared to Anakin's. But I guess it just goes to show that bigger isn't always better. Because it seems like Annie's small pod is doing just fine. Oh, nice. Neck and neck. Who's going to pull out? Nice. Goodbye. Never finished a race in his life. And comes out victorious the first time. Look at his face. Look how dirty he is. Oh. Jabba wasn't even watching.
I'm going back. Someone finish business. It won't be long. Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
Obi-Wan does have good senses.
Get his hyperdrive generator installed.
Yes, Master.
He has been freed.
What?
No longer a slave.
Is he to become a Jedi?
Yes, nothing happens by accident.
Nothing does happen by accident. I believe that too, very strongly.
Anakin, I tried to free your mother, Annie, but water wouldn't have it.
Yeah, why can't you just steal her? Like, what is he gonna do? Who does he have to help back him up? That guy. I mean, against a Jedi, who he's not gonna stand a chance. Just take his mom. They're not gonna do anything.
I will come back and free your mom. I promise.
Come on, man, you could have took the mom. I believe he could have took the mom. I know it's part of the script and it's part of the storyline, but still, Qui-Gon could have freed the mom. Or just taken her without what's-his-name's okay. Here we go. The jet doesn't have any weaponry on it? Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't. Because it's more like a transportation jet. Not a battle one.
Anakin Skywalker, meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Here we go.
You seem sad. The Queen is worried. Her people are suffering.
Why are you talking in third person? Why don't you just tell me you're the queen?
Senate to intervene.
Damn, even before they were together, she's already taking care of Anakin.
I carved it out of rich porcelain. It will bring you good fortune.
Our best choice would be to push for the election of a stronger Supreme Chancellor, one who could control the bureaucrats. You could call for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum.
Little does everyone know. I mean, how smart is that, though? To be in a certain position where you have so much power, and it also gives you a great chance to do what you have wanted to do with that power. Because for the people who know, you know who Palpatine is, and you know what he wants to achieve. So for him to be in that certain position, probably one of the best positions he could have landed.
With your permission, my master, I have encountered virgins in the Force. A boy. You refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. I request the boy be tested, master.
They changed Yoda, didn't they?
As a Jedi, you request for
Because didn't they have like a different looking type of Yoda in the Phantom Menace? Was he a puppet? I know he was a puppet in the original 3 movies, but in this, Yoda looked a little different. So did they, like, in post-production or, like, in a different version of the movie, did they make Yoda look like he does in the 2nd and 3rd movie? Because I don't remember Yoda looking like that in the Phantom Menace.
now engulfed our entire planet in the oppression of the Trade Federation.
This is such an odd way to hold a council like this. It just so seems like a dictatorship.
And they will elect a new Chancellor, a strong Chancellor, one who will not let our tragedy continue.
Dude, you can see Palpatine already being very manipulative to get the way he wants. He had this planned out from the get-go. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
He is a child, but I know they're preparing him for the future.
Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate.
I mean, they have a reason why to train him so young, though. I mean, like, they wanted to prevent what the outcome will eventually turn into for him.
I've decided to go back to Naboo.
But Your Majesty, be realistic, then they'll force you to sign the treaty.
I will sign no treaty, Senator.
This is not what Palpatine wants.
Captain,
Your Highness,
ready my ship.
You can see it on his face.
Your Majesty, stay here where it's safe.
I pray you will bring sanity and compassion back to the Senate.
No, he's not going to bring that, but he's definitely going to bring something.
he will not return.
Wow.
He's too old. He is the chosen one. You must see it.
Clouded this boy's future is.
There was something there, guys. I don't know what it is, but like Qui-Gon had a very strong sense about him. But all the people, the rest of the people in the council, Mace Windu, Yoda, they sense something.
Go with the Queen to Naboo and discover the identity of this Dark Warrior.
Yeah, it seems Qui-Gon is getting too preoccupied with the boy and forgetting what the main task is. Qui-Gon did sense something strong in the boy, and obviously he was correct, but you have to listen to the council. When all of them outvote you, I think they've been doing it for a long time. You should just trust your peers.
You won't be any.
I've been wondering, what are midichlorians?
Midichlorians are a microscopic life form that resides within all living cells.
See, I don't even fully understand midichlorians either.
Mutual advantage.
Yeah, it's still hard to understand what midichlorians are. They go over my head, honestly. Maybe someone could tell me.
You've been a good apprentice, Obi-Wan, and you're a much wiser man than I am.
Yes, he is.
I foresee you will become a great Jedi Knight.
The Gungan City is deserted. Some kind of fighting settings.
Do you think they've been
It's cool to see how Obi-Wan got his start, especially in this movie. I think, I don't know if a lot of people agree with the prequels that we needed them or we didn't, but I'm glad we got them, honestly. I think the prequels are a fun time, honestly, in my full opinion. Also, I'm really looking forward to the Obi-Wan show coming to Disney+. I think that's going to be fun, especially because Ian McGregor is reprising his role.
Your Honor, I am Queen Amidala.
Oh,
I'm sorry for my deception, but it was necessary to protect
damn, they didn't get that?
Although we do not
I
always
feel,
agree,
did
Your Honor.
Qui-Gon know, or did Obi-Wan know? I feel to be a Jedi you need to sense stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure they should have known that if they didn't.
I ask you to help us.
This guy. Imagine if there was a real language like that, where you had to go like brrr and then stuff like that. It's just so comical. Yeah, aren't you glad you didn't waste Jar Jar to begin with? He seemed like he helped out and put 2 and 2 together, the Queen and the Gungans.
We have a plan, which should immobilize the droid army.
I feel it might have been too soon for Queen Amidala Padme to come out of hiding and say that the person in the dress and the makeup was a decoy. I feel she should have hid that for a little bit longer. I don't know. Oh, that's pretty cool. I forgot how they created that shield. That's dope, though. Kind of reminds me of Infinity War. Oh my god, this just brings back so many memories, because this map was in Battlefront. No. Do you remember where he finds cover? Huh? R2-D2.
Was that planned, or was he just standing there and it just so happenly grabbed him?
Oh, well, obviously this is fate now. Steady? Steady? Jar Jar's like taking command. It's so funny. Okay, say what you will. That's pretty cool. How they released the droids. They're like all enclosed like that. They're like charging dock. Oh no! Here we go. Let's see what type of skill Jar Jar has. Almost taking out his whole crew. Nice job. Here we go. Honestly, probably the best part of this movie is this ending right here. This fight scene, the choreography, the action, the music.
I love this soundtrack right now, or the score.
Here we go. The double lightsaber. There you go. Let's go. We don't care about Annie. He's going out to space now. Such a cool scene. Darth Maul had to be really trained in the arts of the Jedi then to like take on Qui-Gon, a Jedi Master, and Obi-Wan, apprentice. We all know Obi-Wan can fight. So for him to take on 2 at a time, dude must be skilled. You sure knew how to fight, don't you, Jar Jar? Oh my gosh. This is intense. Yeah, you're a long way from the pod racing, aren't you, Annie?
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
I'll try spinning. That would make me puke. Damn. Nice job, Qui-Gon. Let me jump down to your level. I'm gonna have to look up the actor's name who plays Darth Maul, because I know he played Darth Maul also in the Solo movie. And I think he also played Frog guy's name who had the tongue in the X-Men movie. I forgot his name, but I think he played him too, right? I feel like this scene was supposed to be very reminiscent and like a callback to Episode 4 when Luke Skywalker, you know, saved the day. I wonder if Qui-Gon knew his fate. Probably didn't, but it'd be cool to think that. Like, he sensed it. Like, kind of like how we saw Obi-Wan met his fate in Episode 4. I feel like the same type of scenario is happening right now. Yep. It would have been cool to see Qui-Gon in more of the movies, though. Because Liam Neeson is a great actor. And he does really good in the roles he picks. Oh my god. Jar Jar.
Now, Viceroy, we will discuss a new treaty.
Obi-Wan's mad. Don't let the anger get the best of you, though, man. You know that. If Qui-Gon trained you well, you would know that. Not good. Well, that sure did something. Well, that was probably not on purpose. This kid. How could you let a kid outdo you guys like that? You guys probably have so much more training than he does, and he just so happily saves the day. He showed you up.
The control ship has been destroyed.
Use the Force. Goodbye. That's what you deserve, man.
Promise me you will train the boy. Yes, master.
I wonder how far along was Obi-Wan in his training when this happened? Because it seems like Obi-Wan is pretty on par with what Qui-Gon is able to do, so I feel like he's pretty far along in his training, but I wonder how much more he had to go through before he was a certified Jedi Knight.
We are indebted to you for your bravery, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You should be.
And you, young Skywalker. We will watch your career with great interest.
I bet you will.
Confer on you the level of Jedi Knight. The Council does. Let's agree with your taking this boy as your Padawan learner. I do not.
He should listen to Yoda, man. Yoda knows.
Grave danger I fear in his training.
Dude, if Yoda already was telling you that from the get-go, just listen to him. You know how smart Yoda is?
Agree with you the Council does. Your apprentice, Skywalker, will be.
I would have liked to seen how much good Qui-Gon could have done in the future films, though, and see Liam Neeson reprise his role. But there is a rumor that he might
What will happen to me now?
make an appearance in the Obi-Wan show.
Permission to train you. You will be a Jedi.
But which was destroyed? The master or the apprentice?
Huh.
Only time will tell for us to find that out. I like how the camera pans to Palpatine as the last shot.
Alright, well, there's peace among Gungans and the regular people. Yep. He has the same haircut as Obi. There you go. 1 down, 8 more to go. Star Wars: A Phantom Menace. Let's talk about it, guys. Star Wars Episode 1: A Phantom Menace. It is just how I remember it as a kid. Nothing more, nothing less. Say what you will about this movie, I still find it entertaining, intriguing, fun, just nostalgic. Yeah, let's talk about it, guys. Episode 1, coming right out of the gate. I still enjoy this movie. I think it's still a fun time, and I highly recommend this to any Star Wars fan. It may not be the best out of the series, but it's still a good time. It might drag. It might be a little slow-paced. A lot more slow-paced than probably the first 3 installments that we got in episode 4, 5, and 6. But that being said, it's still a worthy successor, I feel, to the Star Wars franchise. Especially being a kid when this movie came out, and me being highly, highly entertained by this movie, and now being an adult and rewatching it, I still find a lot of entertainment from this film. And I think that's owed a lot to maybe the acting, too, from Liam Neeson as well as Ian McGregor. But, I mean, Ian, Ewan, whatever you would like to call it. I say Ian, but, I mean, I don't know. But, yeah, that being said, it's probably not George Lucas's strongest attempt at a Star Wars movie. Probably a lot of you will say that's a definite yes as not being his strongest attempt. But it still poses to be true to the Star Wars franchise. And I enjoyed it for the most part. Right off the bat, Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn, I really like his character. I think it is a good new character that we were introduced to from the first 3 movies that we got in the Star Wars movie. Well, see, now I'm referencing the older movies, knowing that I did this on purpose to put the movies in alignment from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, 9. But here I am still referencing the older films. And so I might have done this in the wrong order. A lot of you might say that, yes, I definitely did this in the wrong order. But still, I don't know. I thought it would be easier for me and you guys, for the ones who have definitely not seen the Star Wars movies and probably ever or in their entirety. I thought it would be a lot easier for you to understand the series as a whole from starting from episode 1. But here I am referencing the older movies. I'm going to try to stop that, but we will see how we get through this review. But like I was saying, yeah, like Qui-Gon Jinn is definitely a new character that we did not see in the first 3 movies, the older movies. And so for him to be introduced in this movie, I think was great. I think Liam Neeson did Qui-Gon Jinn justice. I don't read the books, I don't read the comics, I don't know anything about like the cartoons other than the film franchise of episode 1 through 9. So I am blank on if Qui-Gon was involved in the stories in the books, which I honestly don't know. Maybe someone could tell me in the comics. But this was the first time I got introduced to his character, and this is the only way I know Qui-Gon to be. And I'm pretty sure Liam Neeson
is in talks to reprise his role in the Obi-Wan show, because I heard a rumor that Qui-Gon might have an appearance in the show, which I really hope he does, because I love me some Liam Neeson, and I also love me some Qui-Gon, and I would not want to see another actor play Qui-Gon in that movie other than Liam Neeson. That being said, also, I'm really happy to see that Ian McGregor is reprising his role as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Obi-Wan series. I mean, we couldn't have Ian McShane play that role because he has passed on, and he's way too old to play that role, even if he was still around. So the best bet is for us to have Ian McGregor, and yeah, that's what we're getting, and I'm really happy with that choice. I would not like to see another actor play Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I'm really happy with that. But yeah, like I was saying, Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn, really like him as Qui-Gon. I think he's great. I think he should have listened to the Masters a little more about not going along with training Anakin, but that's a discussion for maybe further along the line after we watch episode 3 and 6. But we will talk about it later on. But I'm just saying that he maybe shouldn't have been so big-headed and not listen to the Masters as what they were trying to help him understand. But we will talk about that later. Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by Ian McGregor. Like I was saying, I could not think of any other actor besides Ian McShane playing this role. I think he is great as Obi-Wan. I really like him. He didn't really have as big a role as Obi-Wan in this movie, but we are just getting introduced to him. So he showed up in the most part. I mean, as you could see in the end of the movie, he came to play, and he avenged Qui-Gon Jinn's death. So that's all we could ask for him. And Obi-Wan, Ian McGregor, he's pretty good with the lightsaber. I know there's probably a lot of training going along with him wielding that lightsaber in the film, but his movements and his way he handles the sword, he's pretty good with it. He could see his hand movement and his leg movement as well. He knows what he's doing. Maybe they had to learn some fencing techniques and stuff like that. I know they had to go through rigorous training to understand how to be a Jedi Knight in the movie. But yeah, he looks good with a lightsaber. Like I said, he didn't really have a huge part in this movie. Scratch that. He really didn't have as huge a role as we've seen as we are going to see in the other movies. I'm just letting you guys know who haven't seen it. For a supporting role as Obi-Wan Kenobi and just getting introduced to him, we are getting a sense of who Obi-Wan is and how he became to be well-loved and well-received as he is in the Star Wars franchise. He listens, he learns, he follows his master's order. He follows Qui-Gon Jinn to the death. Natalie Portman, who plays Queen Amidala and Padme. This is probably a very early on role for her. But her to play both Queen Amidala and Padme, for me, a kid who didn't really understand the whole gist of the movie, because I was very young when this came out in 1999, so I was like 4. So for me to understand that she was also Queen Amidala and Padme, I think that just flew over my head. But as I'm older, it's cool to see her play both roles, because you can see her more humanized as Padme, but when she puts on the makeup and the whole headdress and stuff like that, you could see her put on her queen facade. And so for her to play this, she's supposed to be 14 in the movie. She's probably older than that in real life. But Natalie Portman, regarded as a great actress, and she, I like her as Padme. I can't compare her to like Liam Neeson or Ian McGregor, because like I would be lying if I said I couldn't see someone else play this role, because I honestly think there are some other young girl actresses who could have played Padme or Queen Amidala. But for her being picked in the role and being so young, I think she did the role justice. I like her as Padme more than Queen Amidala. Just Queen Amidala with the whole makeup and just the way she talks with that voice. It's just something you don't really find intriguing. I don't know, especially to me. But that being said, it's a role, and she took it and she did what she could with it. And I think that has a lot to do with George Lucas's direction for this film, which he did write and direct. I think he directed all the prequels, if I'm correct. Maybe you could correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure he directed all the prequels. And so just to see where this story is taking place now, because we are starting a new trilogy with this one first, the Phantom Menace, under our belt. We can see where George Lucas wants this direction of the film to go. And yeah, so he wants it to take it with characters such as Queen Amidala and Padme. And so yeah, good job on Natalie Portman's case. I know I didn't really go into her acting as detailed as I should have, but
I just feel like there's other noteworthy actors that we could talk about over the performance of Queen Amidala and Padme. So, alright, Jake Lloyd. Jake Lloyd as a young Anakin Skywalker. What can I say? I think the first movie I ever saw Jake Lloyd in was Jingle All the Way. I'm pretty sure I've seen him in other kid roles, but Jingle All the Way and then Anakin are the two ones that I think of when I think of Jake Lloyd. And like I said in the commentary, I'm pretty sure he quit acting after playing Anakin in this movie. I could be wrong. He might have done some smaller roles after this, but I'm pretty sure this led to him stopping acting because I have not seen him as an adult actor in anything. Yeah, I think it was due to the fact that he got teased for playing this role. And I don't know if the kids were teasing him on his acting style or just the character. So maybe someone could tell me in the comments. But yeah, I don't know what the full situation was. And his acting style for the role, what can I say? He's a kid actor. So you gotta not go as hard on him as we do with adult actors. But that being said, his acting was lacking. And that's just putting it lightly. But did I like him as Anakin? Yeah, he's a cute kid, and just the whole yippee stuff and the just the little overacting and the facial movements you could see in the pod racing when he squints like that, and just I don't know. It's just something could have been drawn out a little better, and could have been told that he needs to do certain things in a certain way a little bit better. But hey, we got him as Anakin, and it's fine. It's just it's a fine performance by a young kid actor. That's what I'm gonna say. So Jake Lloyd, he did an okay job. And I think just someone else, before I talk more about the movie briefly, Ian McDiarmid as Senator Palpatine. For us Star Wars geeks, well, for you, well, I'll consider myself a Star Wars geek. For us Star Wars geeks, and probably for the people who know more about the franchise than I do, we all know who Senator Palpatine is. And for that being said, you could see, now that I rewatched this, you can totally see how Senator Palpatine was trying to play things out and line everything up in the way he wants it to go for future situations. Because, like I said in the commentary, there's no probably better job he could have gotten for him to play out the roles of certain scenarios that he wants to come to fruition for future things that he wants to play out. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You can totally see now rewatching this how Senator Palpatine is trying to sway things into his certain way for him to come into power and gain the Senate's trust as well as the Jedi Knights, and for everybody feel like he's a friend. In reality, he's not. But yeah, Ian McDiarmid, yeah, he's played the role since the first 3 Star Wars movies. So for him to reprise the role as Senator Palpatine, it's cool. I like continuity. I don't like when new actors take upon the role. And so for me to see an original actor come back and play the role, I really like that, and I really appreciate it. And I think it's great that you don't recast an actor like that, especially one who is so well known for a certain role. But yeah, guys, those are the main actors I think I would like to talk about. I mean, like Jar Jar Binks and like side characters like that, and the Gungans, and just yeah, and the 2 bad guys. I forgot the ones that look like they're Asian. I forgot what their names are, but yeah, those are just side characters. I don't know the actors who played them, but it's just funny. Honestly, it's just comical, and I think that's why a lot of people don't take Phantom Menace as serious as it should have been taken, because just the characters are just too funny, and that's probably what takes people out of this movie, and that's what I think it lacks a little bit of. And so, but for enjoyment purposes, I still find enjoyment from this movie, and I think the Phantom Menace is still a good time, especially with the lightsaber battles at the end, especially with Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh, that's another actor I would like to talk about, but I can't because Darth Maul only had like 3 lines in the whole movie, so you can't really judge him on his acting style. But I know that guy who plays Darth Maul is very recognized as being like kind of like a character actor, and he kind of plays roles where like agility and like body movement and stuff come into play. Like I said, he plays one of the bad guys in the X-Men series, as well as reprising his role as Darth Maul in the Solo movie. So I think his type of movie roles don't really rely on acting as much as just like choreography. So yeah, Darth Maul is a cool bad guy, and I really like him. I really dig him, and I think a lot of people do, and that's why
Darth Maul is still relevant till today in the Star Wars universe. But yeah, I think that has a lot to do with also the actor and his portrayal of Darth Maul in this movie. Because without this movie, we never got introduced to Darth Maul. But yes, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace. I really like this movie. I think a lot of people should give it its due more than they do. No pun intended, or no, I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah, I think just people, it should be appreciated a little more. I like the prequel, but yeah, it's a fun time. There's pod racing, there's lightsaber battles, there's shooting, there's droids, there's Jar Jar the Gungans. It's just, and Jar Jar's just another character. I don't know. We already know who Jar Jar is. We know that he's annoying and stuff, but I find him funny. I know a lot of people don't, but he's just a funny character. And yeah, maybe he didn't need to be introduced in this movie, but there's just a lot to take in from this film. And so, yeah, Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, my grade for this is probably a B. I give Star Wars: The Phantom Menace a B. I don't give it any more, any less. A lot of people in the Star Wars universe would probably give it like a D or a C minus, but I'm giving it a B. I enjoyed it still. I think it's still a fun time, and I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to it as well as my commentary. As well as, does this movie hold up? For enjoyment purposes, I'm going to say yes. I'm just going to be pretty brief with this. For holding up for a movie, a franchise that has lasted the test of time, I'm going to say it still holds up in my opinion. The characters, though, that's another story. The characters, like the kind of the racially stereotyped characters, I don't know where George Lucas was going with that, but I don't know. It was just something else. But for enjoyment purposes, I still say it holds up. The CGI is lacking, but it's still fun and still semi-believable for today's day and age. And I enjoyed it. There's not really much else to say about this. Star Wars: Phantom Menace. I hope you guys liked it as much as I do. I still find it fun. And now we are on to Star Wars: Attack of the Clones, Episode 2. And I'm really looking forward to that as well. I haven't watched it in a long time, and I hope some of you haven't either. So it'll be a good refresher for us to restart the Star Wars franchise by watching these clips and my reaction and commentary towards these films. But yeah, guys, we are on to Star Wars Episode 2, and I'm looking forward to it. But as always, if you guys like my reaction and commentary to this movie, and my little short review of how the movie holds up, and if it's still worth your time, maybe hit that subscribe button, as well as the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. It helps out the channel, helps the channel grow. And yeah, just looking to produce more content after this. As well as in the comments, guys, leave me a comment letting me know what you guys think of Phantom Menace, and if I'm in the minority here, or if you guys enjoyed it as much as I do. But yeah, it's still a fun time, guys. I still appreciate this movie. Yeah, I just hope you guys do as much as I do, and we can talk about it in the comments. Just let me know. And let me know if you're excited to start Star Wars: Attack of the Clones with me. But other than that, as always, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!